A very interesting story online, and I thought that's worth us talking on for a few seconds concerning refugee Afrikaners that have accepted Trump's invitation, and they actually have they are going to be deportations. Now, I would like to say ahead of time, if you're watching this a year from now, 2 years from, we want to just report, don't worry, they didn't leave with guns blazing at the back or anything like that, unlike other refugee movies that you've watched. Okay, they will be escorted, we'll hire bodyguards to, just to usher them out. We can even go and sing for them, sing for them goodbye, miss you, and the whole nine watches. Anyways, but just a joke. And so I saw the story, and I'm saying that because stories tend to get very twisted over time, So it got me thinking about something very interesting. And this that thing was like, what does the state of the nation look like? You'll remember very recently, Cyril Ramaphosa, that's the name of a president in South Africa, signed this bill, NHI, whatever, a health bill, what. Everybody was opposed to the thing. He still signed it. And then you look at it and you're like, So, there are certain things that people do, especially like presidents and them type of thing. There are things that they do that you actually say, is this demonic? Like you can't put sense. Like there's no idea of sense in the action. Like everybody's opposed to the thing. Why are you doing it? There are certain things. You see, you were born around certain things that allow you to thrive in a certain place, in a certain way. But not only that, not for, like you were not just placed that you thrive career-wise or building a family, or not just that. It's you're there also to advance God's mission. So God puts us in a certain place. They say America doesn't need our help concerning God's mission. Whether they have it or they've dished it, it's on them. But there are places where you were placed, that where God placed us is because there's something there that aligns you in that particular place. If we go to an opposite place, or if we find ourselves in a different place, you'll just completely feel off. So this is a message in the future, for the future. Because you see, you might hate South Africa because of all the issues. Totally agree with you. But then you see, there is then the mission that God puts for you to accomplish. Ephesians chapter number 2, verse number 10 puts it like this. We are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus, unto good works, which God, it's not just doing good works, but it's unto good works, which God has predestined that we should walk in them. So there are certain things that God has put forward that he expects us to do in our life. Me, as I sit here, there's nothing for me to do in America. So I know I was not invited. Who asked you? You were not invited. By the way, your skin color dictated that you are not invited. It's very ironic. But anyways, it's that if I look at the system is the same everywhere. Like you see, the same way, I can sit here and look at this thing and say, these people are either demonic or something. Because what explains the things that these people do? What explains them not fixing? Like they can fix the ESCOM situation. They just don't. They just don't. They're just like, yeah, kaipuge, let it break. When you are in America, and then you remember that the Buddha forest, yes, tastes different from there. Maybe you remember, you know what? ShopRite packed it different. Pick and Pay was packaging the brewers in a different manner. They were putting in a way that it gave it flavor. Remember, sometimes it's not just that you have missed family. It's not just that you have missed home. It's that God places you somewhere. You might not like it, you might hate it, and I might agree with you. Playing pity party won't help both of us. But if God put in you that you should do something, when you get there, you'll build career. You will build family. You'll build everything. And then something will feel off. And it will not have anything to do with well-being, career, what. It's cold. They put you in Kensington, wherever it is. You get there, it's just cold. Here it's hot, it's nice. And you get there, it's cold. You don't even know where to hide. I guess it's human nature to find comfort or to find things like maybe this presents an opportunity like, hey, you know what? It's not going to come again. There might never be another opportunity like that, So I get it. But then, should you have that yearning, I would like to just remind you, using this verse, if you go to Hebrews, there's something that Hebrews says. Hebrews chapter number 11, verse number. I'm a Christian, so I only speak about verses. So, it's Hebrews chapter number 11, verse number 10. And if you go down here, if you take it from verse number 9 there, it says, the faith of Abraham, Sarah, says, by faith he dwelt in the promised land as a stranger in a foreign country. He lived in tents, as did Isaac and Jacob, who were heirs with him of the same promise. And then it says, for he was looking forward to the city with foundations, whose architect and builder was God. You see, that verse just had a tone to it. We can look for a lot of things. We can look, hey, get away. These criminals are becoming too much. This might be becoming too much. But you see, what we are looking for, it's a city whose builder. Whose builder is God. The system is corrupt everywhere. There's injustice everywhere. What we seek to find is a city whose foundation. Now, by the way, that city, not. When we become saved, we become citizens to that. Not refugees. We become citizens to that city whose foundation is God. I'm preaching good. We become citizens, not refugees. Not refugees, not second-hand citizens, not we will accommodate you, not you can come and squat. Come squat with us. We'll give you a couch there at the corner. Find the builder who's builder and was God. The foundations of this one rest on God. And I thought, when you go, we do pray and that you find what you're looking for. But remember, there is one thing also we all count to answer for. is that we count ourselves as citizens, not refugees, to that city. Being a refugee is one thing. Being a citizen is a completely different one. I might have my passer here as a citizen here. Walk around, have this little thing that reminds me of my citizenship. Not that I forgot it, but it reminds me of my citizenship. But you see, this citizenship is secondary. The one we are looking for is one that's eternal, who's builder, and it's not obtained by thinking. And I hope that one is the one you find. Refugee status, it's one thing. Citizenship, it's a completely different thing. Structured show, the daily question commentary videos. Other episodes do today will be down in the pinned comments, so check them out, and I'll see you over there. I certainly hope that you find that city and its true builder. In your journey, in your pursuits, whether here or in America. Career is one thing, but finding that city, that's precious. It's Ricky. Y'all have a blessed one.